This is it. (2023) Ford Escape ST line. The hybrid actually does not sound that bad, dude. This is by far my favorite Escape body style, generation, whatever you want to call it, thus far, man. This is a real nice generation. I think I'm gonna buy one and put the Mustang in the garage and maybe put a Precision NXT turbo on it. What do you guys think? NX turbo, NXT turbo. I'm not too familiar with Precision's lineup. Just started looking into it. Separate video though, more to come on that. These ST line Escapes come with a sport tune suspension, and you know what? You actually feel it. I feel it more in the 2.0 turbo trim I had last time with the all-wheel drive. And the 2.5 liter hybrid 4-cylinder, it still has like 195 or 198 horsepower. Still has some good horsepower. But you do miss that 50, 52 extra horsepower. And the torque. This has 155 pound-feet of torque. That is significantly less. The 2.0 turbo has more than 100 pound-feet of torque than that. It has a 280 pound-feet of torque. So you really feel that with the sport tune suspension and the all-wheel drive system. However, this car has been really cool to live with. I had it overnight, so I'm doing this on the iPhone because they called me extra early this morning telling me my Mustang's good and ready. I'll go over why it's in there in a separate video. Let's check out inside real quick. It's been totally cool to be with this car, even if it was just for overnight. I've had a blast in it. All right, it's a very nice place to be. Honestly, the new Ford Sync System 4 has been great. It's pretty responsive, does everything I want it to do when I want it to be done. CarPlay on this car is really cool. It's been seamless. Hardly have to do a single touch to it. And I even missed that a little bit and it still hit it. This system's come a very long way from what Ford started doing with their UIs when they started coming out with screens, because it was bad. And I mean bad, because I have it in my 2020 Ford Mustang EcoBoost. I have that little 4-inch screen and it is abysmal. I love the car. It's been a magnificent experience, but just opt for the 8-inch screen. The Sync 3 system is that much better. Not as good as Sync 4. Sync 4 is what this new generation has, is the best. The Sync has come a long way. Sync 3 still had some glitches, but boy, you do not want that little 4-incher screen. It is not good. And I'll get into that in a video I'm going to do soon over my Mustang at my 35,000 mile mark. And we'll go from there. 35,500 mile mark. And you'll see why I'm going there too. So that's for another video. ST line Escape hybrid has been really cool. Again, Bang & Olufsen system in here. And it's been fantastic. Alamac real quick. Check it out, check it out. All-wheel drive. Hybrid 2.5 liter. Sport tune suspension. You can hear it start up right now. It's pretty cool. $40,000 MSRP. That's a little expensive for me. This is a great $30,000 or $35,000 car, I'd say even. I'd even pay $36,000. But you just touch almost that $5,000 line, $4,000 line. You know, like that's to the 40s. You get a lot of cars for $40,000. However, this thing has been great on gas. I did use some of it Up, you can see now I just filled it up. That line right there was a little bit like here, like not at the second bar, but almost. And I filled that up for $9 just now, and I did like a 60-mile commute yesterday and drove it around town and hung out with it the day I got it. So that's cool. I could see that being a weekly experience of just straight pleasure compared to what I'm getting right now in the Mustang. The Mustang's good for what it is, but it ain't great. You'd think it'd be better, but it is what it is. Hybrid features has a lot on here. You can see, you know, the power right there and the battery. The system's pretty cool in terms of what you could log and not log on here. Trip. Ford's Bliss cross traffic alert system has been very good. You can see right here on the screen that like the lines of the street for the street that I'm on, and I'm in a parking lot, but you know, when I'm in the street, it still picks it up. And when you turn right a little bit towards that line there to the right, it will correct you. It's not a crazy like own organic feeling either. It's a little vibration. It's like, it's a little vibration that lets you know, like, yo, you're fucking up. You know, so it helps you fix that, and it's actually a pretty nice feature. I've been very impressed with this car. It also comes with sport features as well, just like the 2.0 turbo did, and they're great. You know what I mean? Sport, you do feel it. This car is not the quickest thing, and it feels like that in normal mode. But in sport mode, this thing feels super peppy. And that's what I like to call it as, super peppy. I feel like that's a great description of how this car feels. And, you know, for a daily driver, I love it. But right now, I just put fucking fuel in that thing, and I got to give it back to Ford. So we're going eco mode, baby. And it's been great. Long story short, it's been a real treat to drive and live with. The few times I've had it as a rental now, it's been great. You know, plenty of seat space for kids, doggos, cats, whatever your thing is. You can do it for the most part. The trunk. That hybrid 2.5 liter sounds pretty good. It just started for the regen, and it sounds really good. It doesn't sound bad. It sounds kind of sporty, which I guess is the purpose of this thing. Yeah. Trunk. There we go. Took her a second, but she got it. Trunk space in this thing's good. I like it. It's full. Comes with a tire, which is something not a lot of cars can say these days. God forbid you don't need it. But yeah, I mean, you could fit plenty here. There's nothing but extra space. I'll get the exact measurements ASAP Rocky, but yeah, definitely a good amount of space. And you can't just close this thing. If you try, it doesn't want to, and you don't want to put that kind of stress on it, which is a nice luxury feature I, as a general consumer, appreciate. So all you do is just press this and it goes down like so, as it turns off. You know what though, I love this car. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't say that too often. I do love cars, and you probably will hear me say it more than not. This kind of just hits all the marks in terms of daily driver. This is no race car by no means. It's a daily driver. Here's the fob. Just like my Mustang, except it doesn't have the Ford. It's got the Mustang logo. But yeah, man, I think that's a video.